How's it going, everyone? Canarian Gaming here. Just want to do a sequel to my video review of the Steam controller. This video will be a whole bunch of random clips just giving further thoughts and some tips and a few responses to the comments I was receiving on the video review, even though I responded to everyone. But I just want to put them in video form as well, and just upload more stuff that I missed with that first review as well. And yeah, so it's going to be all over the place, but hopefully you enjoy it. One thing I love about the Steam controller, and that's better than the DualSense, is the fact that it has its own receiver. Because with the DualSense, don't get me wrong, I do love my DualSense Edge, and this is a marble sticker, I have to have it plugged in all the time to get all the features working properly. And I tried using Bluetooth, but it just kept stuffing up. But so, for me personally, I don't care about the wire. Like, it's all good. I'm near my computer anyway. But after a while, it starts to stuff up the connection. Because my original DualSense, it just doesn't even work anymore. It's got to be plugged in a certain way, and that's no good for gyro. And ignore my birds in the background. But with the Steam controller, it has its own receiver. No issues there. When it charges, it has the puck, and it doesn't connect into there, it just connects in here. With a magnet. It's all good. It's not going to destroy anything. Well, hopefully not. And obviously, being wireless, there's no issues. And that's awesome. These are touch capacitive thumbsticks for doing gyro ratcheting, or just using gyro anyway. This is way better than the hoary SteamPad version. Because, like, even if I'm pushing the thumb, like doing that with the thumbstick, like pushing it up, the gyro is still activating. Because with the hoary SteamPad, when I'm doing that, like pushing the stick forward, right? Even that, like my thumb's on the very edge and it's still working. See, with the hoary pad, like my thumb had to be directly on top, regardless of where I'm pointing. Like, so pushing forward, my thumb would still have to be on the top of the stick, which was really annoying to try that out. So I had a bad experience with that. But with this, it still works. Like, my thumb's on the very edge of the stick, but it's still working. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, I can get used to doing ratcheting with the capacitive thumbstick and the trackpad, obviously. I did try ratcheting with the grip sense, but it wasn't my thing, to be honest. Like, because you really had to let go. If it was just like, if the capacitive thing was on the button, at least you know where it is. You can feel the difference in the grip. So you'd just be doing that. But because it's the whole grip, it was just hard to get used to. One thing I'm not a fan of is the UI. So when you click into it, like say, go back. It shows the controller, right? And whatever you click on, let's just say you click on L5, right? It won't just give you L5 to change. It'll give you everything. All your face buttons, the D-pad, triggers, like it's all these menus. Like, why can't you just give me the one that I clicked on? I just want to change L5, but you give me all of them. I just don't know why it's like this. It didn't used to be like this. It used to be way better before they updated it for the Steam Deck. And now it's all menus. And that's the one thing that really confused me when I started using Steam Input again. Because I was so used to Rewires. And Rewires is basically the old version of Big Picture Mode. Where it just, it'll show you the controller only, and then you click on the part of the controller you want to change, then you change that, but it doesn't have all these menus, as I'll show you now. I can already feel the hate with me saying this, or even mentioning Rewires, but anyway, as I was saying, so it just shows the controller, and you just click on the part you want to, change, for example, that part there, and then you just pick what you want. Let's just say it's V, and now it's V, and then you just hit apply to slot, and it's done. And, you know, as I showed before, Steam input, it's just like menu after menu. Just, at least for me, I'm just not used to it. I'm just so used to rewires. You just, yep, I'll click on this part that I want to change it, and it's done. It's not like all these million menus, but that's me. I guess I'll have to get used to it. There was one person who was worried about the lag in regards to the trackpad, like using it as a mouse. Because in the review, I was playing City Skylines, and when I hit the left trackpad, it was bringing up an on-screen menu, and the mouse on that on-screen menu was lagging. That's true, but that's with your on-screen stuff. And that mouse input, it was only tied to that menu. It wasn't the actual proper mouse input. And with the on-screen stuff, there's always been lag, even with the original controller. And I assume with the Steam Deck as well. That's just the way it is with the on-screen stuff. But when you're actually, you know, using only mouse input, it's, you know, there's no lag. Still got no idea what I'm doing in this game. I think it's this one. So with the Steam controller, you don't really need the mouse keyboard. So for example, we'll bring up keyboard. So you can use the trackpads to, you know, select the letters, and you click in each pad to actually select the letter. Let's go YouTube, even though I can just click on the word, but so you can do it, and then enter, and then get rid of the keyboard. And the left pad is the scroll wheel. The right pad is the mouse wheel, a mouse, and then once again you just click the pad to actually enter, or act as a left click. And yeah, if you're thinking of just using the trackpad for aiming and no gyro, it's way better than a thumbstick for sure, because you can get pretty close to your target, but it's never dead on. You will have to, you know, course correct, because you will find yourself oversteering, over aiming on your target. But with a combination of the trackpad and gyro, so you can just find myself using the gyro again. But like, you know, for big sweeps, it's good to have the trackpad, but because you can get, you know, fairly close to your target, and then just course correct with your mouse. Sorry, with your gyro. And amount of volts. Wrong button. And yeah, but I don't recommend solely relying on the trackpad. Like, don't get the Steam controller and thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to be blasting everyone with the trackpad only. That's just not going to happen, mate. But yeah, it's just good to know that. So whilst the Steam button does bring up Steam input, it has other functions. And obviously turning the controller on. But you can use it to change the volume. Or bring up the keyboard. And turn it off. And turn the controller off. That's trackpad movement. And that's gyro. In tandem, you get pretty crazy results. I did try the gyro ratcheting with the grip sense, and I'm not a fan of it. I'm doing way too many movements with my controller. I am playing a custom deathmatch that I made for Easy Red 2. And Easy Red 2 is my favourite game, and shit, this bad guy's right there. We out of balls right now. It's pretty cool because shit. As people start throwing grenades, like the buildings just get more wrecked, and so more holes get created to shoot through. It's pretty cool. Oh shit! Oh, he's dead. Good. Fuck. Yes, I still have my OG Steam controller, and I do have a thing for marble. I just like the way it looks. Anyway, these decal stickers, they really do help the trackpads, because I've seen some videos online, or just pictures online, sorry, of people that don't have protection on their trackpads, and it starts to rub off after a while, and that's not good. So, when I get the chance, I will be getting some decal stickers for this as well, just to protect the pads. Maybe these pads won't have that problem, but I'm not going to take the risk personally, so I recommend you doing it as well. Anyway, that's all I've got to say for this video. Hope you enjoyed it like the last one. And that's all I've got to say. I'm out of here. Keep on gaming, everyone. I'll catch you later.